Well, it was right before opening day, so as you know, well, what's going on, you guys? What's up? It is your boy Jordan back for you guys in a video here. So I just want to know this that on March 5th, Padres signed Jose Iglesias, and for today, before the opening day has begun, the Angels have finally traded away Jose Suarez to the Braves for Ian Anderson. I'm glad we got Ian Anderson, but this is a better rotator than Jose Suarez because Jose Suarez, you know, he was one of the worst bullpen rotators ever in Angels baseball. But Jose Suarez was terrible. But I'm glad we got rid of him for good, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. So I'm glad we got Ian Anderson because we got him from Atlanta. So I just want to get into this information for baseball, but the Padres are gonna have to miss the postseason because the ownership's been bad. But same as for the Angels, they're not gonna make it too because of the ownership, who has been terrible. Because of the family, I believe. Because it's because of the family members who had been having bad choices about the ownership with San Diego and Anaheim. So, and yeah, Dodgers about to go back to back. Yankees looking for Panda 28 in the Bronx. And I don't know if the Braves are going to win the World Series, but Braves should. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes because Jose Suarez sucks because we traded him to the Braves for good to give us Ian Anderson because, that's what we liked. This is what we loved for. Griffin Canning's now with the Mets. He's now with Atlanta because Jose Suarez and Jurickson Profar are in Atlanta, who are the former Padre Angel that went to Atlanta. But, I'm glad we just got Ian Anderson, from the Braves for Jose Suarez. And yeah, Angels already losing 2 runs to the Dodgers because Padres have a Vetter Cup series with the Mariners tomorrow at Peoria because Padres got to be prepared to focus on the Braves because Padres play the Braves on Thursday and the Angels play the White Sox on the road to Chicago because, yeah, it's at Petco Park and it's at Guaranteed Rate Field. And, yeah, so because for right now, the Padres will have a rematch with the Braves from last year's postseason baseball since last year in 2024. But now it will be a rematch in 2025. But I bet the Braves will win because I don't think this Padres team is going to win because, we're going to lose to Atlanta. But for the Angels, I'll let the Angels beat the White Sox because, yeah, Anaheim will beat Chicago because, yeah, the Angels will beat the White Sox. And yeah, because, it's all the new prediction that's been coming along for about a year. But yeah, and I'm glad the Astros are going to suck because it's screw Houston because Padres and Angels will beat Houston for few many times to beat the Astros. And I will love to say it's going to be a lot of fun, but the Padres and Angels won't make the postseason, so I'm letting these two teams miss. So that's what it'd be like. And yeah, so I know Mike Schultz and Ron Washington has been doing so good from last year, but the Angels were bad last year. But the Padres were making it better than the Angels. But like when the Angels made the postseason in 2014, they did. But the Padres in 2014, they didn't. They didn't make the postseason for no reason. But for any reason, what's been likewise? Like, yeah, Padres made the postseason in last year, and the Angels did not. Because, yeah, this is the same as from a long time ago because it's been a long season because, it's been a long time ago since forever because, yeah, obviously, I've said what it's like about it because, yeah, it will be in because, what I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying, right? Because, yeah, it's going to happen for any reason. Like last year, what we had was Luis Suarez. Like, not Suarez. Luis Rise. Excuse me. Luis Rise. Because, yeah, I've been talking about Luis Rise last year when he was on the Padres. I'm like, yeah, dude. Like last year, we traded for Luis Rise because we brought in Connor Joe. Because, yeah, Rise was traded from Miami to San Diego, we did the right thing to do is trade for Luis Ariz. But, this is what's been like. But not Soares, but excuse me. But yeah, Luis Ariz. It's okay if I'm right or wrong, then I'm okay right now because, sometimes I get it right, sometimes I get it wrong. Doesn't matter, but it does matter at the end of the day. And yeah, because we know we traded for Luis Ariz with the Padres from last year with Miami. We did. And it helped out very good for a great reason. And then, yeah, we traded away anybody for Tanner Scott. We did. And what happened to Tanner Scott? He signed a 4-year contract with the Dodgers. What happened to Blake Snell after he played one season with the Giants? He signed with the Dodgers, too. And Hiroki Sasaki, I don't care about him because he's now with the Dodgers because I thought we were going to sign him. But this ownership can't do with the deal because just like but just like how last year was great for the Padres to do a favor and trade for Luis Ariz. But that's a better opinion to talk about, like what it's been like from last year at this point. Because I think that'll do it for now. So anyway, guys, I'm heading out. It is your boy George Trask. Peace out. Go Padres and go Angels. But see you on opening day. But see y'all later. Bye.